To turn your dreams into reality, all your resources, efforts, and concentration should be aligned in the same direction. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it.
Don't be afraid to say I don't know, and seek knowledge from others. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground.
The superior man is slow in his words and earnest in his conduct. We are here to be family to one another, to exist for the sake of others, even as others exist for our sake. For your peace of mind, don't let people know too much about you. Never tolerate disrespect, not even from yourself.
Set the troops to their tasks without imparting your designs.
You don't need a compass when you are yourself a map. The only thing that makes life possible is permanent, intolerable uncertainty, not knowing what comes next. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Thank people who help you because they make you happy. Thank people who don't help you because they make you strong.
Words offer meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war.
What is too absurd to be believed is believed because it is too absurd to be a lie. Like a missing tooth, sometimes an absence is more noticeable than a presence. The opinion which other people have of you is their problem, not yours. Whether we like it or not, modern ways are going to alter and in part destroy traditional customs and values.
A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. Better a broken promise than none at all. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply.
Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. It all goes away. Eventually everything goes away.
Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death.
My hope still is to leave the world a bit better than when I got here.
Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it.
Being realistic is the quickest path to mediocrity.
Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm.
Death is the easy part. The hard part is living and knowing you could be so much more than you're willing to be. Life is a series of surprises and would not be worth taking or keeping if it were not. The height of strategy is to attack your opponent's strategy. I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die, so let me live my life the way I want to.
Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question.
I can learn to live with guilt. I don't care about being good. All the darkness in the world cannot extinguish the light of a single candle. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do.
Take the first step, no more, no less, and the next will be revealed.
No greater gift there is than a generous heart. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. The only true borders lie between day and night, between life and death, between hope and loss. Never do anything that you can't admit doing, because if you are that ashamed of whatever it is, it's probably wrong.
Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed.
Life's most significant achievements often emerge from the depths of adversity. There's only so much emotional superglue in a person's soul that everything just stays broken. Appreciation has tremendous power. A beautiful thing is not beautiful until someone appreciates it. It's not enough knowing that you can walk on water, Peter. You have to get out of the boat.
Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. You're not to be so blind with patriotism that you can't face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it or says it. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it.
Great knowledge is universal. Small knowledge is limited. Great words are inspiring. Small words are chatter.
If you wake up tired, you've been chasing dreams. If you go to bed tired, you're making your dreams happen.
Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world.
Never stop dreaming, never stop believing, never give up, never stop trying, and never stop learning. The most important day in your life is the day when you come to realize who you really are. The clarity that comes without desperation is the clarity that carries authority.
Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy.
If the world was made for us, then it belongs to us, and we can do what we damn well please with it. I need to stop fantasizing about running away to some other life and start figuring out the one I have. Remember, 5 years ago, you dreamed about being where you are now. Think about it. Even in the far future, never forget the you of right now. Wherever you are right now, you're just taking a break.
Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible.
Until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Faith is not like a raincoat, only to be worn on drizzly days. If you know how to remain peaceful from within, then there is nothing in this world that can create trouble in you.
That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it.
Be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Free your mind from routine. Keep your brain somewhere else.
Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness.
It is books that are a key to the wide world. You can't do anything else? Read all that you can. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. A need for revenge can burn long and hot, especially if every glance in a mirror reinforces it. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening.
Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within.
Sometimes you weren't supposed to share pain. Sometimes it was best just to deal with it alone. In a very real sense, we have two minds, one that thinks and one that feels. Life is to be lived, not controlled, and humanity is won by continuing to play in face of certain defeat. We are addicted to our thoughts. We cannot change anything if we cannot change our thinking.
It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action.
There's no such thing as ruining your life. Life's a pretty resilient thing, it turns out.
Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. By what men think, we create the world around us, daily new.
The truth is usually left for us to hunt and gather independently if we are so inclined.
The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man.
We are not leaving anyone behind. We have to stick together in order to stay safe. Failure is instructive. The person who really thinks learns quite as much from his failures as from his successes. I have so much to share with the world. Please be patient, and you will get everything you're currently waiting for.
The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today.
The best way to prepare for life is to begin to live.
One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it.
I can't seem to be a pessimist long enough to overlook the possibility of things being overwhelmingly good.
If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one.
Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow there. Stand up and walk. Move on. After all, you have perfect legs to stand on. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful.
The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.
Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. I prefer you to make mistakes in kindness than work miracles in unkindness. Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything.
True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so.
Your rebel soul shines like a diamond pulled from dust, bright, clear, and flawless.
True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless.
All progress takes place outside of your comfort zone. Build yourself a life or a career where you can afford to sleep peaceful at night. Great goals make great people. People cannot hit what they do not aim for.
It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life.
A burning desire has devious ways of transmuting itself into its physical equivalent. Art is the social antithesis of society, not directly deducible from it. Success always hugs you in private, but failure slaps you in the public.
Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up.
It's your life. You don't need someone's permission to live the life you want. Be brave to live from your heart.
I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead.
We have to dare to be ourselves, however frightening or strange that self may prove to be.
In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me.
Every man is a damn fool for at least 5 minutes every day. Wisdom consists in not exceeding the limit. It was hard to live normally when you were constantly pretending you didn't see what was going on in front of your face. In a world chasing trends, find solace in the everlasting embrace of authenticity and pure happiness.
Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
Do not go where the path may lead. You need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. I was lost yesterday, I am found today, and I will be forgotten tomorrow.
A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal.
There's no way you can kill someone and get to the other side of the experience unchanged.
Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor.
Life is essentially an endless series of problems. The solution to one problem is merely the creation of another. The moment when you want to quit is the moment when you need to keep pushing. True success cannot be achieved until you have experienced failure. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Luck is a matter of preparation, meeting opportunity.
My fear was not of death itself, but a death without meaning.
Never mind those failures till yesterday. Each new day is a sequel of a wonderful life, gifted with hopes to succeed. Give me the facts, and I will determine my own truths. Know that bad character and attitude can block people from seeing the skill, talent, or potential you have.
Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress.
Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. How many things would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. To have what you have never had, you have to do what you have never done. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts.
I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear. Then he will be amenable to your will. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this.
If all the people who were called crazy started acting normal, we'd probably still be living in caves. Travel brings wisdom only to the wise. It renders the ignorant more ignorant than ever.
If you only shine light on your flaws, all your perfects will dim. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised.
Don't be afraid of criticism. The tallest trees are always confronted by the strongest winds. I found out that there weren't too many limitations if I did it my way. The bottom line is, insults only hurt when they come from someone I respect.
Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. Worst days give lessons. And best days give memories. I ought to go upright and vital and speak the rude truth in all ways.
All cynics are disappointed idealists. The more stars in the eyes, the harder the fall. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello.
Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. The truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle.
When there are many worlds, you can choose the one you walk into each day. He that can have patience can have what he will. Snow floated down every once in a while, but it was frail snow, like a memory fading into the distance.
Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know.
There's nothing more embarrassing than to have earned the disfavor of a perceptive animal. Earning is not possible without learning, and learning is not possible without burning. Our most significant opportunities will be found in times of greatest difficulty. Ah, nothing is too late, till the tired heart shall cease to palpitate. When the darkness closes all around, beauty is still there just waiting to be found. Discipline your mind to see the good in every situation, and look on the best side of every event.
Only dead fish go with the flow. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times.
The sky is the limit. For some people, aim higher. Nothing is impossible. It can take years to mold a dream. It takes only a fraction of a second for it to be shattered. Humility is nothing but truth, and pride is nothing but lying.
But the only way never to do the wrong thing is never to do anything.
I always make sure that the world will prove me right. It gives me the freedom to contradict myself. When you can't get what you want, get what you need. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to and then do it.
He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared.
Do not get obsolete like an old technology. Keep innovating yourself. The essence of life does not consist in the lushness of your possession, but in the richness of your heart. Some people are like clouds. When they disappear, it's a beautiful day. No life is a waste, the blue man said. The only time we waste is the time we spend thinking we're alone. I know because I read. Your mind is not a cage, it's a garden, and it requires cultivating. It is safer to search in the maze than to remain in a cheeseless situation. Scars show us where we have been. They do not dictate where we are going. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Wanting him to come back before anyone notices part of the world has not moved since he left. Nothing is built on stone, all is built on sand, but we must build as if the sand were stone.
No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care.
Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistakes.
Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization.
The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Youth offers the promise of happiness, but life offers the realities of grief. You must be the best judge of your own happiness.
It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment.
Every time you spend money, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want. Truth strikes us from behind and in the dark, as well as from before and in broad daylight.
Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year.
Every time I plant a seed, he say, kill it before it grow. He say, kill it before they grow.
Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
In order to make a precise decision, keep a steady spiritual connection. A good life has some bad days too. If you can remember why you started, then you will know why you must continue. I need you to be happy. I need one of us to be happy.
That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive.
Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing, keep pretending. It is not a failure to readjust my sails to fit the waters I find myself in.
Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley.
The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him.
There are no second chances in life, except to feel remorse. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants.
The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. Whatever their future, at the dawn of their lives, men seek a noble vision of man's nature and of life's potential.
Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it.
The hardest battle you are ever going to have to fight is the battle to be just you. I want to dream a dream so wonderful that I'll wake up sorry that it wasn't a memory. Proclaim the truth and do not be silent through fear. Civilization is only possible for deeply unpleasant animals. It is only an ape that can be truly civilized. Earthlings went on being friendly when they should have been thinking instead. Nobody is wired wrong, because there's no wrong and right in the way we are.
Without subtle ingenuity of mind, one cannot make certain of the truth of their reports. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it.
You choose how you feel, you choose what you do, you choose who you are. The best discoveries always happen to the people who weren't looking for them. The path to success is to take massive, determined action.
We don't receive wisdom. We must discover it for ourselves.
A man can't soar too high when he flies with his own wings. You may be good, but that doesn't make me bad. You may be intelligent, but that doesn't make me a fool. I believe that words are strong, that they can overwhelm what we fear when fear seems more awful than life is good. When you are measuring life, you are not living it.
Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you.
Don't be discouraged if your effort does not yield desirable result. Good thing, take time. The quest for meaning is the key to mental health and human flourishing. History is idle gossip about a happening whose truth is lost the instant it has taken place. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. Knowledge planted in truth grows in truth. Strength born of peace loses nothing to hate. Friendship with oneself is all important, because without it, one cannot be friends with anyone else in the world.
When we embrace who we are, the world embraces us right back.
Whenever something bad happens, keep calm, take a few deep breaths, and shift the focus to something positive. I think of life as a good book. The further you get into it, the more it begins to make sense. Life has many different chapters for us. One bad chapter doesn't mean it's the end of the book.
Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light.
Through synergy of intellect, artistry, and grace came into existence the blessing of a dancer. I distrust every idea that doesn't seem obsolete and grotesque to my contemporary. Interconnection permeates the entire universe. We are all one. Sometimes you need to burn bridges to stop yourself from crossing them again.
If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools.
We do not remember days, we remember moments. The richness of life lies in memories we have forgotten. Every block of work has patience inside it, and it is the task of skills to discover it.
Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib.
The words kept coming back to him. Statement of a mystical truth and a palpable absurdity. It's hard to throw away history. It was like you were throwing away a part of yourself. Great is truth, but still greater from a practical point of view is silence about truth.
If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life.
Upon my word, I think the truth is the hardest missile one can be pelted. Always be open to inspiration. You never know where it may come from. Begin with an open mind, end with an inspired heart. When you connect to the silence within you, that is when you can make sense of the disturbance going on around you.
The language of light can only be decoded by the heart.
Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control. The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware. We are the Bibles the world is reading. We are the creeds the world is needing. We are the sermons the world is heeding.
The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life.
If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read.
You've got to show the world who you are before it tells you. Otherwise, you become victim to someone you're not. Believe in your greatness, because what you believe is what you become. Don't ever give up. Even if it's painful, even if it's agonizing, don't try to take the easy way out. No matter how much suffering you went through, you never wanted to let go of those memories.
I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil.
Gotta keep my head above water. Gotta make it through. The road to success is paved with determination, not with the footsteps of quitters.